Hi guys, welcome. Hi Debbie. We just get a few minutes for the computer to catch up and have people start popping in. If you're the first one, Debbie, this first one's probably for you. We'll see. Hey Dom, hi Maria, welcome guys. We'll give another minute, let more people come in slowly. So again, this is a trance evidential session. I don't really go with requests, so if you type them in, I probably won't notice them. I just kind of go with the energetic frequency of spirit. I connect to the energy, to the vibe. I tune in to that energetic signature of the lost loved one. And I come in and I start bringing in evidence, information about that. If you could take it, just type in the chat box that you could take it. And then we'll see what's happening. More than not, their message is spoken through me. That's when I blend even more intimately with their essence, and we have a shared breath, and they speak to you. So it's really good. It's a lot of fun. It's always a privilege and an honor to be their voice, to be the bridge between both realms, that you guys can connect to your beautiful loved ones, and I get to feel their essence and their energy and their love just as much as you do. So that's always fun. Okay, we're gonna go and get started. If people are still coming in, that's great. Maybe if you're here, guys, just text or I know you're here, and this way we can see who the connection is. Now, off the bat, as I was waiting for this to begin and I was connecting, I have a friend, a female friend. I don't want to say a sister. I think she really is a friend. I did hear the name Amy. It could be hers or somebody that's associated. Uh, she had like these stringy, curly hair, dark hair, black hair. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Maria. So she had like this stringy black hair, stringy, curly hair. And it was either her or you would smack your gum like that. I'm getting that sassy attitude with the smacking of the gum like that. You can't see me. Let me turn the light on better. All right. Hopefully that's better. I keep the blue light on. See if you see any spirit activity, which is always fun. So hopefully that's better, Brenda. And I saw a fire truck, maybe a fireman associated. I'm not certain the fire truck just yet. So let's rehash a little bit. This is a friend in spirit, close as a sister kind of a friend, really tight. I did hear the name Amy. Could be her, could be somebody else in the living, could be an association. I do see like black, stringy, curly hair and an attitude sassy with smacking of the gum really loud. And somewhere in there, I see a fire truck. So I just saw the fire truck. I didn't sense a fireman, but I saw a fire truck. Could be a lot of things. Could be association to firemen, maybe your family, maybe her family. It could be there was a fire. It could be a lot of things. That's why this fire truck is symbolic. So can anybody so far take what I was giving? Hi, Nikki. Welcome, Nikki. I'm not going with a request. I'm just kind of going with spirit. So hopefully, your beautiful mom will be one of the ones that comes in today. So just if you guys can just take what I'm bringing, just type that in, and we can make a connection. So let's see. We'll give it a little bit of a delay on these computers to see if anybody can understand a friend in spirit, female friend, like a sister, really tight, because I can feel a little bit of a sister pull, but I really know it's a friend. Don't worry about the name Amy. If it doesn't register with you, it's fine. It's okay, Nikki. Thank you. It's okay if the name doesn't resonate right now. Hey, Rebecca. It might be somebody in the living that you're not connecting the dots with, which is totally fine. But definitely a big smile on her face, these stringy black curly hair, attitude. Maybe you had the black hair. Maybe they're showing me you younger. Could be sass though, attitude, the smacking of the gum, like who do you think you're talking to? That kind of stuff. And a fire truck is symbolic. Can anybody understand this so far? Just type if you can. And again, don't get hung up on the names. It might come for you, it might not. Okay, Maria, no problem. Thank you. Okay, well, she's definitely here. Now, the hardest part is always being the sitter and trying to remember. So I see education, schooling, high school. I don't know. Hi, Helen. Some kind of educational connection here. So perhaps this is a friend you guys, one of you had when you were in school. Maybe it's a girlfriend from school. Maybe it was a time you were in school. Hey, Emma, that this was a connection. So again, I feel a friend with me, female. I'm sensing she passed young, stringy black hair, curly, attitude, smacking the gum when she spoke and smacking the gum. I did hear the name Amy, so it could be either her or somebody else associated. And I see a fire truck, so I'm not certain if that means there was a fire with her or if there's a fireman involved in this equation. Maybe you're with a fireman, or she was with a fireman, or there's a fireman present, or her father's a fireman. I'm not certain. Can anybody understand any of this before we move on? I'm sensing that her connection. So, Red Kite, you're listening to this? You could take this? Nikki, your mom had 3 5s. Okay, but I'm not sensing this as a mom. I'm sensing this is more of a friend. Some of it. Okay. So you can understand the friend, Red Kite. You can understand the curly black hair. Ronnie, not Amy. Okay. She had masses of attitude. She had a fire in her bedroom. Okay. Oh, okay. Isn't that funny, Veronica? I had a feeling that I was going to get somebody for you today. Isn't that funny? Okay, Ronnie, Amy. Okay. Had black hair. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So it's between Red Kite and online. Okay, great. Um, a fire in her bedroom. That's the fire truck I saw. I had sensed it wasn't a fireman. I figured it was a fire. Okay. Now, would Red Kite and online understand is relevant today? Okay, excellent. Okay, great. So, would either of you understand that this was a friendship during the school years? I feel that this is younger. I feel this is a younger connection, like a high school connection or school year connection or after school connection. I'm not saying like it's yesterday's friend. I'm saying this is a friendship from that time of your lives because I see education involved in here. I saw books. Can either of you understand that? I was a classroom teacher when I met her. Ah, okay, that's it. That's the school. All right. Wonderful online. Thank you. I think I'm with you. But Red Kite, please listen still. Okay. Freedom. Freedom. She keeps repeating freedom. I'm seeing chains, like hands are cuffed, chains. And she's speaking about freedom, but it's not the actual chains. It's about reflecting to that time, reflecting to this freedom. Ah, remember how the air smelled free. Thank you, Red Kite. Okay, so online she's saying she's trying to take you back at that time, the educational years. Uh, remember when the air smelled free. Remember when life was free. Remember when the canvas was wide open, waiting to be painted. The dreams. She's showing like drawing, but I don't think either of you are artists. She's showing drawing but you're not the person that I just see the hand. The person that's drawing is not drawing a photo. They're drawing a map, not like a treasure map, like a map of what's to come on this blank canvas. So this is where this was a time when you guys were projecting what's to come before made us free, but it has started to change when I got to know her. Okay, that's the freedom part. Okay, wonderful, excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, that makes total sense because you're talking about the freedom. So how I'm seeing this, I'm understanding this was she was the free bird, and you were the one drawing or creating, crafting the road ahead. So I'm sensing this where it's more she was free with misdirection, if you will, and you had more of the vision of the journey, not only your life, but even her. So you had an ability to sense, maybe intuitively, how to fill in the shapes and the hues for their road to guide them. Definitely. Thank you. The jewel we used to do towel for each other. Okay, well, there you go. That's the future road. Got it. Perfect. Thank you, online. So now she's coming back like a 180. And now she's saying, you stop drawing. You stop drawing the map. You stop projecting the road to come. And most importantly, you stop being free. So she was the free one, but at some point in there is switched where she felt she got the shackles on her, and you were the free one, and you were unlocking her. But now she's saying that you're the one that's locked. You're the one that's not as free. So she's here to take the shackles off of you and help you out. Can you understand that? Yes. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Now she's coming through. Your strength has always been your mind. The heart secondary. You rely on the intellect for its logical. It makes sense. It guides you. But as you're focusing on the intellect, you're not always focusing on the heart. You feel the heart. You recognize the heart. But you're not always relying on the guidance of the heart as you rely on the guidance of the mind. But there was a time when both the mind and the heart worked in unison, where there was more joy in teaching, more love felt through appreciation, where you did pause and allow the heart to lead at times. But now, it's as if the heart became a silent partner, and the intellect is guiding the only path. To recognize this, just notice how you feel. Is your heart truly free? Are you always speaking through love? Do you allow the heart to lead, even if there's no logic with it? Living free is everything. Living free is one never worries how they're perceived by others. And one is always focusing on what the heart is telling them. That's the journey. For you to recognize the difference. For you to honor both. Not to favor one over the other. Find the balance. But always trust the heart more than the mind. For it never wavers. I hold you in a high regard. And I'm grateful. Oh, that's a nice connection. And that's a nice energy. Mm. Whew. Thank you, online. Appreciate it. That was beautiful, beautiful energy. And it's so funny because I really had a feeling I was going to come to you first. Intuitiveness, huh? Okay, so welcome everybody who came in late. As I mentioned earlier, I'm not going with the text messages on the requests just because I focus on spirit more. Thank you. And I just kind of go with the energetic frequency and the vibe. And thank you. And then we connect and bring him through. Now, the next one that's coming in, he's speaking a lot with his hands. This is a man, I want to say a father, could be an uncle. I could have both, father and uncle, but this is more where he was animated with his hand. Okay, he spoke with his hands. He pointed with his hands. He always spoke with his hands. This is a father or uncle. Father. This is a father. But I'm kind of understanding there's another one with him who's an uncle. Maybe they're brothers. But that's why they're throwing me off. But this is a father in spirit who spoke with his hands. He was very hand friendly. Maybe he might have grabbed your cheeks. Maybe he grabbed your chin. Maybe he shook it like, he was very handsy. He always spoke with his hands. Even when if he sat like this, the one hand would always be moving, and the other hand, because I feel my hands cannot stop moving at all. Uh, Peter, either Pete or Peter, and there's another name here somewhere. I'm not pushing it. I'm hearing a lot of names now popping in my head. Bill, Greg, a lot of names. Peter, Pete. He says Pete, not Peter. But there's a specific name here that I haven't gotten with. Wonderful, Michelle. Father spoke with his hand and he joined his brother in spirit. Well, that's exactly what I have, a brother and a father. Fantastic, Michelle. Thank you. Can you understand? Your father was, even he'd grab your face or he'd grab your chin and he'd shake it. Like, oh, or hands, whatever. Peter in family builders, my granddad. Okay, Rebecca, thank you. Let's hold that on the side for a second. Okay. I'm not going there. Ernest, Ernie, Eddie. Another name is floating in the background. We'll leave that name for the side. And Eddie, Ernest, Eddie. Here. We'll leave that there for a second. So Dad is coming in, Michelle, with his hands. Okay, there's a big smoker here, like a chain smoker. Puts one out, lights the other one with the cigarette, puts it out, lights another one. They both spoke with the hands just like I do. There you go, Michelle. Great. Michelle, are you the chain smoker? Because I feel the hand smoking, the dad smoked. Okay, Rebecca. My father, middle name is Edward. I heard Edward. Thank you. That's the name I got. Thank you very much. I knew it was in there. Because when I was throwing these names out, that name popped in. Okay. Okay, good. That connected to that name. There's a chain smoker here, Michelle. I'm sensing it's either you or with you. I'm not sensing it's dad or uncle, but there's definitely some kind of a chain smoking thing going on here. And there's a lot of worries involved with this chain smoking. It's like, oh God, oh, how am I gonna get over? How am I gonna get through this? Oh God, oh my God. So this chain smoking thing that's happening is just, it could just be symbolic of a lot of worries. So either there's a chain smoker with you or around you, or maybe dad was a chain smoker or uncle, which is equating to not a nervous reaction, but a nervous worry. Can you understand that? Their father, my grandfather, chain smoked. Chain smoke. Wait, I'm confused. What do you mean their father? My father spoke with his hands and joined his brother in spirit. Yeah, Michelle, your father or your uncle, his brother. This is who I have. Your father, right? My son that is my roommate chain smokes. Oh, I see. That's the chain smoking in the living. That's what they were pointing at. It wasn't them. Okay, your son. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you very much. So your son is the chain smoker, and this is the worrying that's happening. There's nervous worrying. So it's your son. That makes a lot of sense. So there's a worrying that's going on where your son has this fog over his head that he's chain smoking, that he's worried about something, and you're extremely worried and anxious and overly focused on him and his problem, which is now becoming your problem. Can you understand that, Michelle? Because he's showing the chain smoking, he's saying to focus on that, which is the sun. Makes a lot of sense, but it's how you are being affected by this looming cloud that either your son is bringing in or your son is dealing with, that now became your worries. Can you understand that, Michelle? I could even see you with your hands, not yelling at him, but trying to talk sense into him or trying to course correct the ship. Can you understand that? Is smoking worries you? Okay. Okay. I saw that too, by the way. I saw that they were saying about the smoking is not good and what have you. I saw that too. I didn't want to say that, but it's more than just him smoking. That's a piece of it. There's more when it comes to him and his life or his lifestyle choices or his decision making, that you're trying to give him the space to live his life. But this is where it's difficult for you. You see, you went about the smoking. Stop smoking so much. You shouldn't smoke so much. I don't like your friends or that person or that girl, whatever the case is. You're kind of like, you're trying to stay away, but you can't. You keep getting pulled back in, like the Godfather. I try to get out and they pull me back in. Yeah, okay. It is the health thing. I got that too. Okay, Michelle. Yeah, I got that too. All right. Well, this is where. So your father's like smacking him across the head, like across the back of his head. Talk some sense into that kid. But then he's looking at you too, like, and you too, I'm gonna give you one, or something like that. He's got this hand thing going on, and he's just like, is he Italian? Is he Italian? Is there some Italian in the family? I'm feeling like it's So this is very entertaining. There's definitely this should serve you that there's definitely proof that they're with you, because they're especially your dad. He's kind of going through what you're going through. He feels it. Your worry is reverberating to him, is rippling across the energetic space, and he totally feels it. Yeah, that's the key word right there. Bingo. Now you got it, Michelle. That's what I was waiting for you to say. That's exactly it. So I can also live my life. That's exactly what this message is coming in. That's exactly, you got it right there. You came head on. I was kind of coming there, but I don't want to say it for you. The French, our French in him. That's what it is. So something that sounds like Ajita or something. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, because he's got that. I can see it. I can hear it. Okay. That's exactly what the message is about, Michelle. You live in your life. That's exactly what it is. That you think you can't. That's why he's here. You're taking on his problems, the son's problems. You're living your life for your son. Your life is paused, and this is exactly why he came in. And I'm happy that you mentioned it, because that makes it a lot easier now for you to communicate with your dad. Okay. The child only learns what he sees. He studies, he observes. Subconsciously, he records. Your actions, your intentions speak louder than your words. When you are irritated, when you are silent, when you are shaking your head in disapproval, these are noticed much more powerfully than the sentences spoken. You focus on him, he focuses on you. No one focuses on themselves. Hence irritation, hence worries, hence stagnation. Begin to focus on yourself, your life, your journey. View him as an accessory to your life, not the focus of your life. How will he find guidance if you cannot find it in yourself? Remember who you are. Recall your dreams, your passion, your desires. Allow this to once more be born within you, to have something to focus on, to live for yourself. For when he notices that you are living for yourself, he is gaining the courage to live for his own. Words have a tendency of falling on deaf ears, and yet the child always observes with the eyes. The silent eyes see everything. And that is how they learn. Find your lane. once more and reclaim it. And I assure you, he will find his own. But rather than just hearing these words, first ask yourself, why did you lose your path? Remember that answer in order to heal, so that you too may find your courage and continue on as intended. My love always. Father. That was pretty interesting. That was as if he was reading a letter to you signed Father. Ooh, that was fun. The others are my 4 children. Okay, Michelle, thank you. Okay, wonderful, Michelle. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was an honor bringing him through. I felt his energy very strongly. It's funny. It's as if my hands were glued to my legs. Like he wanted to pick them up. And they were glued to my leg. I don't know who glued them, but I could feel them going. It's funny. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Maria. Hey, Wigan. So, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not going with the list and requests. I'm just kind of going with spirit. And whoever I'm connecting with energetically is going to come forth. I'm bringing the messages that I'm receiving. And hopefully it's one for your loved ones. Thank you, Michelle. It was an honor. Thank you very much. Okay. I haven't seen a dog in forever. Okay, this is mom coming through with a dog. That's fun. I have not seen the dog in a couple of years at least, maybe more. So that's always nice when they make an appearance. It's as if the dog is running ahead up to this invisible field and is seeing you through me. So the dog recognizes you and runs up to this invisible field and stops, and his tail is wagging. I want to say like a yellow lab or some kind of a mid-sized dog, but one of those lab faces or shapes or forms. And mom is walking slowly behind, and mom's got a limp. Is it a cane she's holding or something? I think one of those canes are metal. She's just walking with this limp. She's a little bit of a fuller woman, and she's walking with this limp. And she's got this smirk, not even a smile, a smirk, like a smirk and nodding her head, like, okay. Like almost skeptical, like, okay, let's see if this is going to work. So her personality was she was a skeptic. Okay, try it, see if it's going to work for you. Let me see the results. So she needed to see the result in order to believe with you in your life. So, mom, I want to try this. Okay, let's see if it's going to happen. Let's see if it's going to work. She did it. She wasn't one to deny you what you wanted to do, but you could tell she wasn't. She wasn't even as encouraging. She wasn't going to say like, "Oh, Nico, you could do it. I know you can." She just kind of let you do your thing, and she'd always kick that in like, "Okay, let's see, Nico, if you got it. Let's see if you're going to do it. Let's see." Oh, thank you, Michelle. I definitely I like your father too. So we already have our little thing going on. He makes me laugh. So thank you. That's beautiful for saying that. It's an honor. Okay. So mom in spirit bringing a dog. Now again, it might not be a yellow lab. It just might be. It could be any dog really, but it has the feature of pronounced features, like those movies, like the movie with the dog, with Tom Hanks. What was that one again? With Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston. That movie, that dog. I think it was a lab. That kind of a dog. That face, the shape, the pronounced nose. That's the dog that was running up. Like I said, stopped and was wagging his tail. So it's as if you're me, and I'm walking toward him, and the dog recognizes and wags his tail and is looking. And mom is behind him, walking with a limp, a little bit on the heavier side, and she's walking with a smirk. The mom is in spirit. We had a lab type dog. Wonderful, Rebecca. Excellent, excellent. And Rebecca, can you see that? Can you remember that your mom, or can you understand that your mom was more Hooch? Thank you, Red Kite. Yeah, Hooch. Right, exactly. Yeah. No. Hooch was the Tom Hanks one. This is the other one with Jennifer Aniston and Owen Wilson. Mom was heavier built. Okay, Rebecca, wonderful. Can you remember your mom had a bad leg? There's the limp. Excellent, Rebecca. Thank you. Can you recall your mom encouraging you? Like, she wouldn't say no, don't try it, but she'd encourage you. But then she'd also throw in like, Becca, let's see what happens. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what's gonna happen. She called you Becca. Would you know? That's probably obvious because you're Rebecca. Probably Becca. Or Beck or B, I don't know, some kind of a nickname she had for you. But VB, there is a nickname. She's trying to bring it through, and I'm not picking it up. Get you understand? Okay, wonderful. So that's what. Again, she's coming in with that Becky. Okay, Becca. There you go. So that's perfectly clear. Thank you. I knew it wasn't Rebecca. That's what she said. V. Okay. She said Becky. I heard V. Okay, now we got it. Thanks, Mom. I can be dead sometimes, but she stayed with me. That's cool. That's what she stopped me to say. Okay, I would have got it if I listened better. Okay, had bad side made her walk difficult too, and I had Holly Golden Lab. Okay, wonderful, Helen. Okay, and thank you, Rebecca. And Helen, can you understand? That's how she was with you also, where she was encouraging, but she'd also be a bit of a skeptic, like, okay, let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see how it pans out. Go ahead, give it a shot. Let's see what's gonna happen. Like the result had to make her a believer, and the result of what happened, if it coincided with what she thought was gonna be the outcome, I mean, what was against what she thought was going to be the outcome, then she would be encouraging. Can you understand that, Helen? Rebecca can understand that. Can you understand that? Where she didn't stifle you from doing it, yeah, she would say, go for it. Great. But how she said go for it, did she also have it like with the smirk, like, go for it, see what happens? Like she wasn't saying go for it, like really encouraging, go for it, Helen, see what happens. Yeah, I'm rooting for you. It'd be more, go for it. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Like she was a diehard skeptic, and that's why she's coming in as the skeptic. Because either Helen or Rebecca is the opposite, always seeing the good and always seeing, yes, okay, wonderful, Helen, and always seeing the possible outcome and believing it's going to happen. So either Rebecca or Helen always goes for it. If it's in sight, it's going to happen. I'm going to make it happen. I wouldn't see it if it was not going to happen. And you go for it. So one of you is the opposite personality of your mom in that way, even though you still encourage yours to go for it. For you yourself, you realize at one point in your life, you didn't need anybody's encouragement. You're going to do it anyway. But as life has it, now you've lost that. Gets me in trouble. Okay, great, Rebecca. Now you've lost that. Now either Helen or Rebecca has also become the cynic as your mom. Now you're like, what if it doesn't work out? Maybe I shouldn't chase it. Maybe I shouldn't do it. You've lost it. Rebecca lost it. Okay, how about you, Helen? Would you understand that for yourself too? Where you don't see the glass half full anymore the way you used to. You see it half empty. You're not as eager to go for something because now you start thinking that maybe it won't pan out. Now you're the one, like your mom, who's saying, "Yeah, go for it," but let's see if it happens. Yes, I can hesitate. Okay. And Rebecca's really bad at the moment. Okay, great. So you're still both with me. Fantastic. I was just talking about a daughter. Now, I don't know if this is you're the daughter or if one of you has a daughter. And this is where uh, one of you has a daughter. And this is where it's the mirror effect, where it's like, yeah, how life, how life is a continuous circle where the daughter is asking or seeking confirmation, support, not just to go for it, but really encourage to go for it. Interesting. One of your courses. Okay. Rebecca, do you have a daughter? Interesting. Why is she saying a daughter and Helen? Two sons and a baby granddaughter. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Let's keep going, see what happens. Thank you. Let me see where she's going with this. Life is coming full circle. Where she was encouraging, but to a certain point, she needed to get the results to really be on the same page as you. And you were not like that. You're becoming more like her. So she's showing me a circle where it was her, now it's you, now it's been reversed, and there's somebody else. A daughter in spirit. What is going on here? Okay. So if it's a daughter in spirit, Rebecca, it could be a daughter in spirit. You're the one now that's hesitant and skeptical and wants proof. Ah, thank you, Mom. I got it now. Okay, so Rebecca, are you working on mediumship where your daughter's essence is coming through and you're looking for more proof, more proof, more proof? You're accepting it, but to a point. You're accepting it until you get the results you need to really let go. That's me. That's the connection. I knew it was a daughter. Thank you. Thank you very much for listening and hanging out with Helen. But the daughter is very significant. That's why she's bringing it in, and that's why she's showing the trilogy. Okay, mom supporting you, but up to a point until she sees results, and then you supporting a daughter until you see the results. And I just didn't recognize that it was in spirit, so that makes a lot of sense. Wonderful, Helen. Thank you. Wonderful. Okay, so that's what this is about, Rebecca. It's about blind faith, blind trust. Feel it. So let Mama give you the message, so I don't screw that up. Not that I will, but not that I don't think I will, but I would prefer for them to do it this way. Mm. Becky, every time you had a dream, a crush, mm, a focus, there was excitement in your voice, a new beginning, a new opportunity. I listened and I questioned because I was worried about you. But what I also experienced was the warmth in my heart, the stirring of your joy. So, yes, I encouraged you, and I was cautious. I questioned. But even if my mind was focused on protecting you, my heart was sharing your joy. The mind now is no longer in the equation, and I'm still connected to your heart, and I'm still feeling your joy. So now it's your turn. Connect with your heart to feel her joy, because her joy will only enhance yours. Don't be so quick to judge. Don't be so quick to dismiss. Don't be so quick to fear. Allow love to be the common thread. For that love also comes from me. Trust what you feel rather than the chatter in your mind, which confuses you. And above all, don't let this one go. Don't move on to the next new interest. Stay with this one, even as it's challenging, for it will offer you the greatest reward of anything you've tried in your life. Bye now, Becky. Whew, that was nice. Rebecca, can you understand Bruce? I want to say the dog's name was Bruce. Oh, that's wonderful, Rebecca. Great. Mom's daughter is in spirit. Okay, Helen, thank you. Okay. Okay, great. That was really nice energy. A lot of love. Woo! Just like an electric current running through me to you. So I hope you felt that the way I felt it, Rebecca. That was really powerful. That was beautiful. Benji. Benji. Interesting. Benji. I got Bruce. Interesting. Okay. It could be. I heard like woof woof, and then I got Bruce. But maybe I was thinking of maybe like Woof Woof was like the Munsters dog, and you got Benji from a movie. I had a feeling it was some kind of a fictional name. Okay, good. Okay, good. At least you got Benji. Perfect. Yeah, I was around. I was almost on the door, but she kind of said it. Okay, great. Let's move on. That was really nice energy. Thank you very much. I enjoyed it. Thank you, Rebecca. My pleasure. It's an honor. All right, guys. I think we have time for one more. Zeus. Ah, okay, Helen. Very nice. Okay. Uh, there's a set of parents coming in, a mother and a father. Zelda. The mother is from another, not from America, from another country. I don't want to say Middle Eastern. I want to say some other, like an exotic country. It's just an exotic name. Zelda, Zelna, Zelma. I don't know. Some kind of because she's coming in with this air to her, this sophistication to her. You've seen the world, traveled Europe. She's distinguished, and Dad's coming in, uh, more the rock, more solid, more structured, more doesn't fear the future and knows it's going to be fine. Doesn't teeter off the path too much. It's like she's coming. He's coming in like a straight arrow, and she's dancing all around him. So she's the bouncy one, and he's the steady one. That's great. Thank you, Red Kite. So, can anybody understand a set of parents in spirit? Forget the name. Let's work on that later. He was more dad was more the straight. It's like the straight comic and the funny comic, like that kind of stuff. Like it just, thank you, Brenda. She didn't drive him nuts, but she was the colorful one of the two. Because she had her life was different. I really want to say that there was travel in there, or just that she was more educated in culture. Can you understand that? I can, Mom and Dad in spirit. Thank you, Linda. Wonderful. You can understand that Mom was more culturally educated than Dad, and he was still the straight one. Can you understand, Linda, the name, like an exotic name like Zelda or Zelma or Thelma or something like that? I think it's Zelda, something with either a Z or Thelma or Zelma or something like that. More of an exotic sounding name. Can you understand that for Mom or connected to Mom? Now, both the spirits. Okay, and that wonderful. So, Linda and Nanette, can you just, one of you understand a name I'm bringing through, either something like that? And also baseball cards. Something about baseball cards. Linda, no. Okay, forget the name. Can you understand baseball cards, Linda? Somewhere in this connection has to do with baseball cards. I don't know. Was Dad a baseball card collector? Is somebody in your life a baseball card collector? Baseball cards just flashed across the screen and came close. So baseball cards here is something that I'm going to probably be able to tell between Linda and Annette. Linda, that no was for the name. Is it also for the baseball cards? So either Linda or Annette, since I have both of you, either the name is going to stand out or baseball cards are going to stand out. Not necessarily for your parents in spirit, not American. Yeah, okay. Okay, fine. That's fine. Forget the baseball cards. Fine. You're not American. But Linda, somebody in your life now, the living, is there baseball cards around them? Doesn't have to necessarily be. Okay, so let's change this. If you're referring to baseball cards as American, is there an American, Linda, approaching over the horizon? Is there some kind of an American coming into your life, either through career, through a friend, through a love, something on the horizon? No. Okay. Push that to the side. Let's leave that alone for now. Because baseball cards still came up. Not baseball cards, but football. Football cards. Maybe. Okay. We'll leave that on the side. Let's go back to the parents. And we don't have the name. Okay, forget the name, forget the baseball card. Let's go back to them. Let's go back to Mom dancing around Dad. I like it. Mom was all culturally sophisticated, and dad was more straight as a shooter. Got it. We're back to them again. Okay. Okay. So one of you is right smack in the middle of the both. My mom's name, Margarita. Okay. All right. Thank you. Now, one of you, Linda or Annette, one of you is right in the middle of both personalities. So you have part of your father's personality, part of your mother's personality. Okay, Annette. Thank you. So you could be straight or you could be dancing around. I said Europe too. I know. Yeah, Annette. I had Europe in there too. Wonderful. We'll say that on the side. Can you understand, Annette? Where you? Yes, Linda's both. Half dad, half mom. Steady and dancing around. I got it. So you got both. You were educated by both. Even though Linda, I'm not sensing that you're as culturally experienced as mom was. It's more like you've heard her stories and you learned about it and you learned the way. She taught you how to be a certain way, a properness to it. And you did do some exploring on your own, but not as much as she grew up into, if you can understand that. Where dad was more about security. Both your parents do wonderful, Annette. Thank you. Okay, so either Linda and Annette, dad was focused more on security, about being secure, about planning for tomorrow. Have a plan, right? Where mom wasn't necessarily, let's see what happens. We'll have fun. Yes, Linda says, wonderful. Okay, so this is where the message is coming. Linda, this is interesting. And it's actually coming as a joint message. So mom is saying that you're taking it out of context. You're taking it to the extreme where you have a plan, you're having structure, but it's becoming too rigid. You're not loosening the reins. Isn't this amazing? How I would assume, I would presume dad would come in to speak about the planning and the structure. But mom is talking about they see, this is so fun. I love how they do this. Mom is speaking on behalf of dad, and dad speaking on behalf of mom. So mom is focusing on the structure. You're holding too tight, and you're not allowing yourself room to deviate from your plan. Like, the horse with the blinders, only focusing on the narrow ahead and not seeing the horizon. And dad is saying, have a little fun, loosen up, go dance around this rigid structure you have. Don't get so caught up in it. So now they're both opposite. What you think the father would say about this, but the opposite. That's very, very cool, because I can feel like a crossing of energetic frequencies, and now they're both coming in from the opposite perspective, which is very, very nice. So that's where you're at now. Whatever you're focusing on, whatever you're too structured, you're too rigid. I can see like frustration, like it's not working according to the plan you have in mind. And this double message is more like, take it easy, back up, take a breath. You don't have to necessarily worry about it. It'll happen. Don't go crazy. It'll happen. And now dad is saying, dance, my girl, dance. That's great. I love that. I love that. That was so cool. Because you say mom would say dance, but dad is saying dance. Just dance. And he's showing himself sitting around, and now you're dancing around him like mom did. That's so great. That's great. And that's a great message to end on for tonight. Oh, that was wonderful. That was great. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Good. And that perfect. I'm glad you both were able to relate to that. So, and again, it could be just, both of the parents camouflage behind the other one. That's why you both stuck around and both took everything. And absolutely, they do that as well. So thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Everybody, thank you very much for being here tonight. I appreciate your time. And thank you so much for allowing me to bring in your beautiful loved ones' essence. They're never with you. Thank you, April. They're never not with you. Always remember that. They're always with you. And just feel into it, and you'll get them. Thank you, online. Thank you, guys. Take care. See you next week.